We won't put that in there. What's up, guys?
What's up?
We are back.
Back at it again.
And guess what?
Ooh, that was good.
That was
Mine doesn't.
Crispies.
Wait. That it doesn't.
It didn't work too well.
Yeah. So it's been a while.
Has been. I'm not going to do that. But Cayman Jack, margarita. Oh, I thought this was a mule. But in the round with the spoon.
Always representing.
It's been, dang, how long has it been since we've done a podcast?
I don't know.
Do I look weird in my hat like
weeks.
this?
No, you look good.
Awesome.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
My mustache hairs are like coming into my lip.
Yeah, how do I look right now?
You look damn good.
How's my black eye?
That black eye turned me out.
Before we filmed, I literally said that, and then I was like, that was funny. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, I don't know why people think you get black eyes from me.
I have dark circles.
You get them from your job.
I know. I have dark circles under my eyes.
Yeah, she's tired.
Yeah, tired of this boom.
Yeah, so it has been at least, it's well over a week.
Oh, yeah.
That we posted. We're getting back on it. You guys do know we got a new setup. We got mics. You got new headphones. We actually have extra mic and headphones. We will be setting up the podcast in the future area.
Yeah. We are just truly trying to figure out how to set it up.
The best way. And I'm sure once we do set it up, we'll change it. And we'll change it again. And we'll change it again.
Again, that's like, it's one thing where whenever you're in it is truly how you know how you want to adjust things.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's like buying new pants. You got to kind of wear them in a little bit. You know?
Is that how it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Or new boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a better one.
Yeah. But yeah, we haven't done a podcast in a minute. We were in the groove at first. But
we got it. We had just had stuff going on. We're back at it again. And you said you found some stuff on your phone.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just like on Instagram. I don't ever post, but
The
I
old
always
IG.
Yeah, I always look at stuff on Instagram, and that's where you find like some crazy stories.
Fun fact: the only time I ever get on Instagram is when I'm pooping, and my baby wants to send me stuff on Instagram messages.
Yeah, it's funny.
Other than that, I literally do not get on. I told myself one time, I'm going to do real good. I'm going to post pictures every day. And I think I lasted 3 days. I hate Instagram.
That's what, like, I always tell you, that's one way you could, I feel
not
like you
worth
could
it.
easily monetize on there.
I mean, probably, but
I mean,
I'm-
without even trying, you have like 4,000
I had,
followers?
I think there was like 2,500 people following, and I never even posted anything.
Yeah.
I put my name on there.
Yeah.
Which is funny. Big head, ego, vodka. It's not vodka, it's margarita.
That's right.
But yeah, I don't even post on Facebook anymore, really.
I don't do that either.
Yeah, it's just YouTube is very much time consuming. So
Takes up all of the social media.
I don't
battery.
understand how anybody does all the social medias.
Well, Instagram, I feel like would be the easiest because you just post pictures.
Yeah, I guess. But they got to be interesting.
I guess that's true. I mean, and you're good at photog, and so you can get the vibe right.
Yeah.
That ain't me in general, but
I wonder if that's the heater. You hear that?
the barking.
No, it sounds like air. I think that's the heater. Are you cold?
I'm okay if you want to turn it off.
All right, let's turn it off and see if that does better. Entertain a baby.
Yeah, I can't hear it, but I don't know how to entertain.
It's gonna take a
It's
seconds.
whenever you
kick off.
turn off the heater, it still blows for a minute.
Yeah. But what'd you find on your phone?
So we're just gonna dive in. Not gonna talk about nothing now.
Not in the moment.
Okay. So I was going to try and do leeways into things, but we're just going right in.
Well, you weren't leewaying nothing, so
So I think this is funny, or I mean, it's not really. It's crazy. This happened in Tulsa Saturday, and it was on.
see, sounds better.
Oh,
So we
okay.
apologize for the first 2 minutes of nonsense.
Yeah. I saw this on Instagram. It's something that happened in Tulsa. Literally just past Saturday. So a family Monopoly game night turned violent that leads to shooting. So there was no whatever. It just says there was no collecting $200 for this Oklahoma man who went directly to jail after firing a gun at his family members during a game of Monopoly Saturday.
Someone wrote that title.
Yeah,
and
so
was like, that's funny.
Yeah, that's what I started reading, and I said, oh, probably shouldn't have read that anyway. So he was arrested in Tulsa, Oklahoma after a round of game interrupted into an argument, and then the game was flipped, the table flipped, the classic.
That happens.
And then he allegedly chased his stepsister and stepfather down the street while pointing his gun at them. So this says pointing his gun at them, and then I was like, I'm gonna investigate this.
Mm-hmm.
So I googled it, and he actually went out and was firing his gun.
But he didn't hit him?
No.
Oh.
But yeah, that's just family game night.
Family.
I was gonna say, see, every family's got
drama. every family.
Yeah.
Every family's got something. But yeah, I mean, I get it to an extent, especially if they play often. There's a lot of rivalry going on, some tension from last week.
You get it? You understand it?
A little bit. But I could see that happening. I mean,
could you?
It shouldn't. But yeah, there's weird, crazy people.
I guess, yes, there are people who just see red and black out and then go to straight anger. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I could see it happening, and it did.
Do you have any stories with, do you play board games?
I mean, we did. We have like a whole closet, back home.
Yeah.
But, it was just, I mean, all the classics like Candyland, the Mousetrap.
Honestly, that game was rad just because the whole setup.
But I never played it. I just set it up and did stuff. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. I never played missions. I just played.
Oh.
Because I think there's supposed to actually be things for Mousetrap.
Yeah, you play I can't remember what you do.
Yeah.
Because I was a very young child.
Yeah.
Barley is saying he remembers, but
that was a good one.
Yeah. But yeah. I don't know.
There was a board game called Early Bird, and like Hungry Hippos, where you and it eats the balls.
Yeah.
Well, this was rubber worms, and you put them in the middle, and then there's I don't remember if it was 2 or 4. I believe there was 4 players, and everyone's got their side, and it's got a handle, and when you do it, the mouth closes, but then you can move. So it's a bird and a pole that goes through to the head, and you reach down and you can move it side to side, and you grab the worm and you have to bring it back and put it in. But
was that your favorite?
It was one of my favorite. But then you cheat and you take the worms out of the other person's pile while they're getting it from the middle.
Wow.
Yeah. Pictionary was probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Whenever we were younger, my parents would have to take out of the bad cards of Candyland, where you have to go back, the early ones.
Because y'all would get mad.
No, not me.
Your brother would get mad.
Yes, my brother is the most competitive person.
From the sounds of it, your brother would get mad at any type of game.
Yeah. Still to this day, if you play any type of game with Matthew, he wins everything because he is so competitive. He has that drive. But if you from day one, that was just embedded the competitiveness.
The only competition that I've ever had with him is cornhole, and that was when I first met them. I think for the first time. So I believe so. At the house, I think the first time I met him was at their house, and we played cornhole in the back, and they did win. But I think me and you were just having fun, not really caring. But I think now that I know him, I think we can give him a run for the money. Yes.
This is one thing I've tell you, and
I know they're good. I get it.
No matter what, when you're playing, especially my brother and my sister-in-law, both of them are the same, where they're athletic in whatever it is, and they will win whatever it is, and they're the most competitive people ever. So just be prepared. Anything.
I know they're good.
Them in.
I'm not saying they're not good. I'm just saying we can give them the next time we're there, we'll pull the boards out.
Okay.
And I promise, at least if we play 3 games, we'll win 1. I will hold it together. I'm
telling you.
Watch.
Yeah.
Just watch.
Okay. Maybe we'll film it.
Absolutely. Because no one would believe.
Yeah, no, it's they truly win everything.
Yeah.
You can be amazing at it, and it's just still.
I mean, I think they'll win 2, but we'll win 1. One thing I do have to brag about is I'll show up there and I'll make chicken wings better than him.
Yeah.
I've been just destroying chicken wings.
Yeah, that is one thing that, again, like, he's very wild, like, known for. Friends will just show up with chicken wings and be like, grill these.
Yeah.
And
They just haven't met me yet.
yeah, I mean, that would be fun, like a little cook-off.
Yeah.
And then a blindfolded
I was going to say,
taste
no one
test.
knows which wings are which.
We need to do that.
I'm only really good. I mean, my signature is the Caribbean jerk.
No, there's the other ones, though, too.
Parmesan?
Yeah, and the tomato basil.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah, I'm telling, like, all those. It's not just seasoning, though.
I cook them different than normal.
Yeah, you can't, because, sometimes they be dry. Sometimes a little raw, make your belly bell hurt. And then,
That I do? That I cook that
No,
way?
I'm just in general.
Honestly, I think I've been... and this is the thing. I don't take cooking serious. I don't take none of that serious. I just kind of, one day, I just did it this certain way, and it worked. And now I just feel like I have it dialed in. And I'm not...
Here's the thing. If we do like a competition, a blindfold taste test, would you feel the pressure and take it seriously, and then it will get messed up?
No.
Okay.
I just do exactly what I normally do.
Okay. Do we bring the Weber over there?
Yeah, we have, like, I need that exact one.
Yeah.
Because I know how it works and what I need it to do and which charcoal and everything.
Yeah.
He can use his green egg or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's actually, his wings were amazing until he switched to the green egg.
Oh, so he hurt himself.
Whenever he was on the Weber, he would throw down.
Yeah.
So people underestimate the Weber. It's just a simple charcoal situation. But,
sometimes less is more.
Oh, man.
But
whenever you get it down.
Yeah, but it's, from what I learned, and again, I never took this serious or anything like that. I still don't, but I kind of figured it out. It's the airflow. When you're doing charcoal, you really have to dial in the airflow on the bottom and the top, and it changes as the coals start to go out. And so you kind of just have to watch. And then also, because we cook I'm giving all my secrets away.
What's funny
Your brother Bear and I watch this.
No, I was about to say this is exactly what my brother talks about with the Weber. He's like, he says you got to get the airflow right.
You do. And
it's an art.
I never really thought about it or nothing, didn't care. I always just like, whatever. But when I do it, I also, because we literally couldn't fit anything else on that grill. We had all veggies. I mean, literally the whole thing is completely full. But I put all the coals on one half. So then it's not burning the vegetables and all that type of stuff. And I got to admit, the Brussels sprouts came out amazing this time.
Brussels sprouts, they do slap. I do wish they were
I don't even
crispy.
like Brussels sprouts. Yeah, but we would have to have take them out or open the foil.
Taste-wise, amazing. Crispiness.
Yeah.
If we just like the crispy, like with potatoes or anything
well,
like that.
I almost thought about making potatoes because we had some, and I was like, there's no way any of this is going to fit. No. And it was more than enough food. We've already eaten twice on it, and now we just have ribs left. But
yeah, hopefully we'll be able to like set up a whole good grilling station.
I was literally, like, I'm not even joking. I was literally saying, I don't take this serious or anything, but I cannot wait until we build an outdoor grill like area at the tiny house.
I was gonna say, are we doing that at tiny house?
Yeah, we'll have a thing, and it'll be covered, whether it's whatever weather. We can go out there and grill up. I would much rather go outside and grill than cook inside.
Yeah,
I would much rather do that.
Well, then too, I mean, inside we're only gonna have a stovetop anyway. We can't really like bake or.
We don't need a bake. We're gonna have a air fryer.
That's all that stuff. So. Yeah. But yeah, there's just something about like grilled food though.
It's delicious. That's what's about it.
It's so
good. I guarantee you some of y'all watching are just hardcore into this. I'm sure, I would assume Payne County, this is what he lives for. If he created seasoning, he lives to barbecue.
Yeah.
So I would be very interested. And I think that's another thing that the ribs, it's the simplest thing. This ain't even a plug, nothing. This is just legit.
This is real.
Legit. You just get your pork ribs, and the racks we get are normally about like that. Maybe like that or whatever. Get foil. It's got to be the good grill foil. It's in the orange and blue. thing.
That's the most important.
It's expensive when
Actually,
it comes to
second most
foil.
important. It's airflow and then the foil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I got that, and then literally I won't grill without it now. The other stuff's just garbage. And then so get it, lay out your foil, put your I always put my ribs down with the good meat on the bottom first, and I'm starting on the back side of the rib. I don't pull off membrane or anything. You could, it'd make it a little better, but so far when we've had them, I've had no issues with
what
it being.
is the membrane?
You're kind of just pulling that off, and it's where it would stay a little more chewy.
Oh.
But we don't ever have that issue with pork. I think it might be more beef.
I was gonna say,
that you
yeah,
have
it's
more of that
never
problem.
been like chewy.
No, they come out amazing. Like, again, I don't take this serious. I've just figured it out.
Yeah.
So then just get mustard. Normally we just have great value, cheap, or whatever the cheapest mustard you could buy.
Yeah,
It's got to be great value.
No, I think we have used Great Value or like the Frenchies or whatever.
Yeah,
We've
French
used.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But just cheap, and you just put some mustard on there, just enough when you rub it in, it'll hold your seasoning. And then we'll do Payne County rust on there, not heavy because it's the backside. You're not really going to get a whole lot. There's some of the membrane bones. Flip it back over with the good thick meat side on it. Put some mustard on there to rub it all in, and then just you ain't going to drown it, but you're going to almost drown it. You're gonna turtleneck it or turtle it when you're swimming and your nose is barely sticking
right
out.
there.
Yeah, you don't want to drown it, but you just want it to be close. And then just do that. Wrap it up in foil, and then depending on how big of a foil thing you got, normally I try to get enough, but just wrap it real good so when you flip it in the grill, all your juices aren't going to fall out. So even if you have to put an extra layer over it to make sure it's held in when you flip it both ways, and then I start with the I'm giving y'all everything. Then
I need to just like chug a beer
because
the whole time you're doing it, just like one of those
do it.
where it's just
Go.
don't stop until you're done.
Yeah.
Stop. I would need probably like a 12-pack.
Probably. Then I start with the membrane side down because the coals are going to be hotter. Let that go for a good while, and then you flip it, and then when the coals are getting lower, that's just going to slow cook the good meat side of it. And then sometimes, depending, this time I didn't. Sometimes that was a little bit of a burp. Did you hear that? Yes. Then if I feel like it needs to be, if there's enough juices in there, I will open it and throw it straight on. Actually, I did put it straight on the grill. I think about 20 minutes on each side because the coals were low.
So
and
basically,
they're amazing. And then you dip it in Payne County barbecue sauce.
Yeah, barbecue sauce just slaps. But yeah, that's what kind of I'm hoping Crocker Life, I guess, is kind of slowly getting to that point where
We're almost just cooking and that's it.
Yeah.
That'd get expensive.
I mean, we cook every day, dang near.
Dang near?
Gosh, dang near.
Yeah, but we don't like barbecue every day.
We used to.
Yeah, we used to.
For a little bit there.
It's just our local meat selection is very slim, so you get burnt out real quick.
Yeah, we've already done grilled up everything they have there. But I don't know. Food is an amazing part of life.
Just wait till we start butchering our animals.
Oh, man.
We'll legit barbecue every day.
That's what I honestly, about this whole thing, just, thinking in the future, all of the deep freezers we're going to have just
jam-packed, baby.
Just meats where, I don't know, that's very
Crockers.
Exciting.
We've got the meats.
See? That's the Crocker Life will eventually be changed to that.
You think?
Crockers ... we have the meats.
Yeah.
Or we just start a whole new channel.
I would say just start a whole new channel.
All right, well, yeah, later, a couple years down the road when we're all set up.
Yeah.
That's the new...
But to have a whole setup, like this was years ago, I took a barbecue pit, just like a cheap one you could buy from Walmart, gas or whatever. But then I built a whole thing around it out of wood, and it was a whole station to where you had a mini fridge in there, speakers.
Gotta have the speakers.
Yeah, speakers in there, listen to music. We had a mini fridge, a thing for storage, a cutting board on top.
At that point, it's more so about the vibe.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was the outdoor area.
Yeah,
we had darts.
Whenever I love me a space.
Yeah.
And an outdoor space where you're cooking, again, that just sets the whole tone.
Yeah.
Cooking, you're playing games, just like a hangout area.
Yeah. Yeah. We will definitely have that over at the tiny house. That would be pretty awesome. I'm excited. But it would also will be where we have it fenced in so the dogs can be in there and stuff. And then over there, there's really not any grass or anything. So either we're going to have to bring in dirt and bring in sod or do turf. But
You
if
want grass over there?
I mean something,
Well, there was grass until we.
but not good grass.
Mm.
Because it's all rock, and so it's just a very thin layer of dirt that lets
Yeah.
grass.
I was gonna say,
Hey,
if you could please stop her doing the podcast.
Sawyer,
Is that Sawyer?
please don't. I don't know. I can't tell if it was him or Barley.
That's Barley.
Oh, Barley,
Usually he stops if you
we're
get-
working here.
Anyway, yeah, last night I didn't. That might be Soy. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't think Barley stopped barking for 30 minutes.
Yeah, so they slept outside last night.
And oh my! So inside, I don't sleep a lot with them in here because
They
there's
be farting.
that.
Sawyer will wake anybody up with his farts.
Oh my god!
He'll wake you up and put you to sleep.
Yeah, you wake up like, what is that? And then you're like knocked out.
Yeah,
And
his farts slap in the wrong way. They'll slap you in the face.
total like TKO.
Yeah, they think about if you're in a closed area and you open a propane tank.
Oof,
That's what it
but
smells like.
Propane, but
with like a punch to it.
yeah, because Barley's got propane too, but not like Soy's. But
Sawyer's, he did. Ooh.
no, these dogs for one be stinky, and then tell me if you guys hate this. This is the worst noise to me ever.
Licking.
There's something about when dogs are just licking.
When they're cleaning themselves.
Oh, that noise! Like it wakes me up. It's just the lightest little.
Barley.
Yeah, that one's Barley,
Yeah.
the hound.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I was gonna say we
He'll
can't
respond to me.
can't even do a podcast here.
Barley.
But yeah,
Did he stop? No.
no. So
Hang
we
Inter-
you got the crickets going.
Entertain.
I am. But we let them sleep outside. The weather was pretty decent. My baby's breaking everything.
Barley.
But we let them stay out there, and I mean they were just barking and barking and barking. But normally, if we bring them in here, they'll just all pretty much go to sleep.
They all have their spot.
They do. They instantly know exactly where they're going. Barley, if he doesn't grab this seat quick enough, Rufio has learned that he likes the seat.
Yeah. So the other night, Barley, I woke up. Another time of me waking up because of these dogs. Barley just fell off over there.
Oh, that woke me up, and I sleep through everything.
Yeah,
It was just
you go, my computer. I was like, no, it's Barley. Just
the only
fell
reason
off.
I thought it was a computer because right before we went to bed, you're like, I'm gonna unplug your computer just in case he knocks it off, and so instantly
Yeah.
it was a loud. I was like, that's my broken computer now.
No.
But it was just Barley falling off asleep and just. I mean, it was loud.
Yeah.
We
and
both instantly woke
woke
up.
up and I just looked real fast and it was just Barley. He fell off. And then it's funny because Barley's all confused. And then so Rufio just
He said, "Sucker."
just took his spot.
He did, and I'm convinced that Rufio kind of like a cat would just kind of
Just-
saw him on the edge and just pushed him off, and then said,
Yeah.
"That's mine now."
So now they kind of fight over that spot a little
They
bit.
don't fight. It's just
No.
whoever gets it first, they
Yeah.
get it, and then as soon as one gets off to maybe stretch, the other one's like, "Sucker, I'm on."
So basically, sleep wise, there's no winning because either the dogs be stanking or they be
outside
linking,
barking.
and I just don't sleep. I am awake every hour.
I will sleep through it all.
I wake up constantly throughout the night, and then if they're outside, it's even more so because
Yeah.
it's Barley barking at nothing.
And then I think it's more so if they sleep inside for a while and then you put them outside because then they're on high alert. They're not like used to it anymore at that point. They're on high alert. But
I don't know.
see, there he goes again.
It's just
Nonstop. And we can't bring him in right now. We got camera, lights, cords. It'll be
Again,
cool when we get the podcast set
again,
up.
we need to get it set up.
Yeah, so we are dialing in things that we need to get done. I'll say this, and I can say this and I can laugh about it, but I had a hard time not looking at comments because it would just get to me and stuff, and now I'm just like, I'm not doing it. now you can't stop looking at comments, and you'll read them. You'll be like, so and so said this.
What are you talking about?
Reading comments.
Yeah, you had a hard time not looking at them?
Yeah, I would always just look at them no matter what, and it would just
Yeah.
like make me mad. And I would just be like, oh, and I'm like,
Oh, but I'm not getting mad.
no, I'm just saying, but like you used to tell me like, don't look at them, like don't worry
Yeah.
about them, and then now it's like you're looking at them when I'm not, and then you'll tell me, and then I'm like, I want to get on there so bad, I'm not going to.
Well, no, you're looking at comments.
No, but not as often as I would.
I literally just looked at them today.
Well, no, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there was 2-3 weeks where you just don't look at comments.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to do that.
Yeah, you just
on here though, we do like there's certain channels that it's just like the real ones that watch, and then you might have like 1 or 2 comments, whatever.
No, anytime I like read a comment out loud, I'm laughing.
Well, I'm not saying it's bad.
I'm like, look, this person said that skank girlfriend of yours.
I know, but then
and then I comment back, fiance with the asterisk.
But then my first thought is, I want to get on there and say something now, and I'm trying not to.
No.
So it's just kind of funny that like it's kind of flipped a little bit.
Just like today, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's funny that it's like flipped.
Yeah.
So I can't. Why can I not think of the right word? I want to say this is so wrong. I've prided myself. How do you? Why can I not think of how to say it correctly? I pride myself.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, that sounds weird.
I prided it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's wrong.
I prided.
Yeah. I pride myself in not caring as much. I pride myself in caring for the comments that should be cared about.
Yeah. Well, because just like anything, I mean, just because it's easy to think about 10 comments, one of them, 1 out of 10 is going to be bad.
But that's the one I'll focus on.
Yeah. And it's just like anything, when you go throughout your day, you have great interactions with everybody. Everybody's so nice. You're nice to everybody, whatever. And then one person is just a rude asshole to you. Of course, that's gonna stay with you. Of course, you're gonna remember that more than the other. Yeah. It's just, I mean, how it is. But just like in life, out in the world, when you experience that, you're like, okay, that person obviously is going through something.
Yeah.
Or just whatever. At that point, it's not personal.
Yeah.
But with YouTube comments, it does feel more personal because it's the people commenting about your life.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is, especially whenever the more followers you have.
Well, yeah, it's just going to get more and more.
Yeah, like, almost 300,000 subscribers on the Crockers.
Total with all channels, there's probably 450,000, 500,000.
If we post on the 3 channels every day, or like one day, the 3 channels all have a video out. That's, I mean, how many views?
That's a lot of comments.
Yeah, how many views, how many comments? Obviously, there's going to be some people in there that are going to say some stuff, and that's just natural. I mean, that's normal. If you think of every one of those comments as an interaction in real life, not every single person's going to be nice.
No, but it's funny because that person 9 times out of 10 would never say that to your face.
That's true.
And then there's people, we were talking about this before.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to come like straight to my face, especially that I've never met, and then call me a skank.
No, or none of that stuff. Like no bad comments at all. But there's also people, and this is the flip side of it, is we'll see people comment on other videos or comment and they'll play one side of it, and then they'll come over to us.
Yeah, we're like, we saw you on that.
It's like, why would you do that? Like, what makes it's like, why?
Yeah, like on the there's obviously, you guys know, there's a whole channel based off of us.
Yeah, it went away, and then they created a new one and stuff. But
came back.
I
didn't even know it was a thing again.
I pride myself in knowing that I don't look at any of that stuff.
Yeah, literally, I didn't even know it was a thing again until the other night. I was like, oh, and then I was
because someone commented and said something about it. Is what it was.
And I don't know. Went back. I didn't even watch the video. I just thought just went back to see if there were videos.
Yeah.
and I just was laughing. And then you go to the comments, and it's just people
that you
in
see,
there commenting on commenting, hating on that, and then
coming
they're
over to us,
commenting on our videos, still like nothing really bad or whatever. You're like
we saw you.
That's just
it just
proves
wild.
YouTube is just a weird place.
It just opens up for people to do stuff that they would never do in their normal life.
Yeah, but it is weird. It is very weird that people will argue with you about your own life.
Yeah, that's something that we do crack up about. They'll be like, "No, that didn't. We know what happened in our lives."
Yeah, I think it was so a while back. I don't even remember. It was just some lady made a video or a couple videos, and I was getting in there. It took this for me like a revelation, and I was just arguing with somebody, and then I was like, it was something like, how on earth are you arguing with me about my own life? Like, you literally have no idea.
You don't even know you watched 10 minutes of a video.
And it's like, I live this. Like, I'm telling you, it's just something as simple as like, let's say, somebody was saying I wasn't using a Green Bay Packer koozie today. Like,
yeah, I am. I'm right here doing it.
I'm doing yeah.
And they'll be like, no, you don't. And it's like, what?
Like,
and they'll argue with you that you're not using a Green Bay Packer as you're drinking it.
Yeah. It's just stuff like that. I mean, that's just
it's an example.
But it took that for me to be like, whoa.
Yeah.
I am arguing with somebody about my own life that's never even met me. That's wild. And
it's easy to get sucked in.
It is. And I think, though, after that.
Oh, yeah. It opens your eyes a little bit.
And then you're like, okay, this is actually comical. So a lot of times, I mean, sometimes whenever I see some, like, I'll get a little, you get in there. But a lot of times when I respond, it's just like sarcastic. Like, again, like.
But then that's the bad thing too, is people won't take it as sarcastic, and then they're like, "See, she's a," and it's just like, no, you didn't see us typing it, laughing about it.
So he's like, think what you want to think.
Or sometimes we'll like respond or even say something in a video because we're already calling what's going to happen next, what they'll say and stuff. Yeah, that's like a little game that I like to play.
Yeah, you do play that. You play it really good.
I'm really good at that game.
Yeah.
But it's also funny too. It's like our farm animals and stuff. They'll be like, you don't even feed your animals in a video where we're feeding our animals.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been the funniest thing out of all this, too. It's like, who's going to take care of the animals? It's like,
we literally film every day for the last, since we got the animals. Literally, the entire Crocker Life channel was showing animals getting fed.
Yeah, and taken care of. Like,
they're all gonna die. You're not gonna be able to keep them alive. And it's like, we have the entire time.
The Crocker Life, that was the majority of the content.
If we're not eating our animals, we're eating in the video.
Yeah, so stuff like that.
It's comical, but it's also like an eye-opening thing for us. Like, we're just like, yeah, we really shouldn't worry about stupid comments because they're just literally stupid.
Yeah. But that's just like, again, you can apply that to anything. I know we always talk about YouTube.
It's just because that's what we're doing, but
yeah, apply that to anything in life.
Yeah,
anything in life is that. I guess I should probably apply that to work as well.
It's just different, I guess, a little different with that stuff. Different level of stuff going on.
The thing about my work too, like, I know whenever the whole staff is getting ridiculed or whatever, and you've been dealing with it for a month, and you start to boil up, like, in that situation, I always just tell myself, this is a high stress. Everything's very high stress.
You're gonna have a pizza party. It's gonna be okay.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
No, the attending left that used to buy us pizzas, actually. So.
Well, you got Christmas cake.
I did get a crisis. So people at work never see me, like, upset.
Lose it.
Not even, like, lose it, but just, like, I'm very cool, calm, and collected. Even when things are going down and, like, it's, like, we're doing the things. And I'm very, like, calm. I, like, will, like, say things calmly. Even, like, so calm where people don't hear me. I need to speak louder. But I got a little upset. And they're like, whoa, I've never even seen you outside of this level. So I got a crisis cake.
So basically, I need to go buy a couple boxes of those and keep them here. That's what you're telling me. Baby, you getting a little crazy. No. Eat this Christmas treat.
Like, wasn't even. It's not getting crazy. It's just like getting aggravated a little bit, and there's like people don't see me get upset. People don't see me get upset. They're like, even whenever they start to see a little bit, they're like, "Whoa!" So I got a crisis cake.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing.
But you didn't eat it. It's still in the car.
It is.
Yeah.
That was the last one too.
Yeah.
I said, guys, I don't need this. But
Yeah.
Riley says, "Ma, you need it."
Yeah. We went to Lowe's. We're not gonna like talk too much about it, I guess, right now. But
Oh, that we're building a.
we went to Lowe's and I never, ever. How many times have we been to Lowe's and we had them load
One time.
today?
Oh, one other time.
When?
The Lowe's in town by the house, the dude had to get it for. It was like all the plywood or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Okay, one time. But we loaded other stuff ourselves on that. Like I think it was like cinder blocks and other stuff.
Yeah, we loaded everything else.
But yeah, this time they loaded everything.
Yeah.
But it was it's a lot. But I felt really weird just standing there.
Yeah.
And they're loading, and I'm very capable of helping.
I guess.
But when you have two grown men loading stuff off a forklift, and it's part of their job, it's a very weird thing. And so at one point they were taking off some smaller stuff, but it was like too far where they couldn't just like put it on the trailer. They had to kind of like put it on, then get on and do it. I was like, "Let me help you. Let me grab that." And they're like, "You sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like I don't like standing here watching you guys." He's like, "I appreciate that."
That's so weird because every time we go to Lowe's, it's
hard to get. Yeah, we're normally just doing it ourselves.
We are load, and I am sore.
Yeah,
like we are. I think I said this.
It's a job in itself to go get supplies and load it and unload it.
Oh my gosh, literally, like it makes me sore for days. Sometimes with how much we would get. But yeah, I guess you didn't watch the Crocker Life video where I just filmed you being the supervisor.
No, I didn't. You put it out and I haven't watched it or anything yet. But it was very strange. And at the end, because you're not supposed to do it or anything like that. But I was like, these guys saved me and you from killing our backs. I mean, we're not talking some 2x4s. We're talking some trees. And I looked at my wallet and I had a 20, and I was like, hey. I told you I was like, I'm going to tip them.
And I was like, yes.
Yeah. I was like, I'm going to tip them because we didn't have to load this and whatever. So I'm like, hey, I know probably not supposed to, but you guys literally saved our backs from this. We truly appreciate it. Here's $20. Like if y'all split it, y'all can get some like lunch or some drinks or something, like whatever. Like I know it's not a lot. And they're like, no, we can't accept that. And I'm like, I'm going to throw this on the ground and you can pick it up when I leave if you don't take it. They're like, yeah, we're really not supposed to take this. I said, I want you to have this. You'll have no idea how grateful we are.
Literally.
And he kept thanking me about because like when we were in the store getting it before.
I was just like, oh, I literally looked at Jason and I was like, I can't tell you how over I am.
Yeah.
Just loading and unloading a trailer.
We're gonna stop right there. We're gonna do an episode on this.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you guys stick around until tomorrow, we'll post one, and it's just gonna be the reality of living this lifestyle. And I want you to open up a little bit. I want you to tell people how you got the black eyes.
I be complaining.
No, because you be punching herself. All right, guys. Well,
punching myself for getting into it.
Yeah. So we're gonna stop here. You guys can check out the next one if you want, and we'll dive deeper into like how we truly feel about all of the stuff out here.
And we haven't done a question of the week episode at all. So at the end of every podcast, I'm gonna ask people to post questions, or we'll pin a comment to the top. We'll forget probably.
Yeah, I won't.
Pin a comment to the top for the questions of the week. We'll do a couple episodes and then
we'll try to do one.
Yeah.
With answering y'all's questions.
I love.
I will 1,000,000% not remember to do that. So
I'm gonna set a reminder.
That's on you.
It's on me, guys. So if you don't see it, it's because I forgot as well.
So just telling you now, comment down below questions that you'd like us to answer,
Yeah.
and we'll
Because
try to do that.
I loved those episodes.
Yeah.
The questions of the week.
Yeah. It's been a while. Like a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
Literally.
It was back when we did it at the house.
Yeah.
That we did that.
That was
so
whenever it was the,
Yep.
Yeah.
So comment down below, but we're gonna stop this one. We're gonna jump back into another one, and we're gonna talk about how we feel about all this stuff.
I was about to say, do you remember what we were supposed to be talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
I could not forget this one.
Okay. Keep it locked in.
All right, guys. Catch you on the next one.